Hello, good evening, good day, good night, good thanks to you, sir, wherever you may be in this world. One more for you, Thumper. That was easy. Um, this video should be called I Hate People That Make Good Picks, because mine are terrible. Um, and Thumper, I owe you a pick too, brother. Um, start here. Those are some of my first picks I made. When I was waiting for my first order of cheap China locks, pick sets, cheap China lock picks to come in. I was making shit out of bobby pins, and I think I got an ink pen and some shrink tube. Y'all know I'm bad with video. And having said that, China said when these broke, I started making other things. This one I can tell you right now is made from a wiper insert. That one, a city rake. I used to really love raking the locks open. That city rake come from the handle. You can tell it's super glued, crooked, and it's got some painter's tape. I do remodeling and home improvement for a living. Um, that come out of a Sony headset, just like Back to the Future style. It's very good steel for making picks. Straighten it, it will not unstraighten. I think I have videos on that. These fuckers came from some of my first real attempts at making picks. They're made out of the fat, you know, the larger size hairpins, bobby pins. These, a lot of them start as hooks, but then I'm turning them into a dimple lock set. Um, the only dimple lock I've ever picked come from these. I made flags out of them. A little bit of heat shrink right here is. I need to do a video on this. How you take it? You can make this little knife thing with a notch and a 204 or any kind of wood, and this is a 7 Up bottle or mellow yellow or something. All this shit acts as shrink tube. You can pull it through there and you can cut it and make it into these long strips of stuff. My kids love the shit out of making that. But we'll do that, and then once you wrap it around there, you put a heat gun on it or a torch, and they shrink up. It's homemade shrink tube, and I really do need to make a video about that. All right, this one used to be my manhandler. It was like a gem, Pearson gem, that I used to whenever I didn't want to break my picks, and I really just had to hammer on the pick or on a pin. Like some of you guys send damn challenge locks, super tough springs and shit, and that was my thing. It's a wiper insert also, but it was my thing about getting around it. I ended up carving this little notch in there in my Medico journey that I'm still working on. Right there was to get right in the notch and pull it back and forth. If I look retarded, it's because I'm looking through the phone. All right, this one here is a hook I made, a gentle little hook, a sensitive little fella, um, marine grade shrink wrap on it. But what I do is I think I made this one out of a piece of drywall knife. I can do, oh shit, I'm gonna put the caliper on it. It's about like a .22 or something. It's a little bit thinner than your 2.025, but it's got a little bit of thinness in there. As far as, let me keep going. I made this one. Oh shit, I should have got out my little pack of. This is what the lock I made a video on, where you have different little um, different picks that go in there for travel. This has my plug spinner on it, but I love the idea of that. This is my homemade decoder for again a Medico. I'm telling you, I will shut the fuck up about Medicos as soon as I pick this one on video. Right now, I'm really trying to learn. You put that thing in there, and you like, boom. There's 1, 2, or I would say 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tells you exactly where to get. You put that little thing in there. You get it right in the same damn notch I was talking about on this one. and you jiggle it back and forth so you get it where it needs to be. You got to rotate them and lift them. All right, I think that's. I know I have a bunch more homemade picks, but right now I had things packed up because it's going on a little trip, and I don't. As far as handles, I use anything like right there. Excuse me. I take those and I'll put them in a little duckbill vise grip. Like it's just like a flat one, and I'll round the edges off, and I'll turn that into a handle. And I like to use Gorilla Glue to do it. This one here, that came out of flat screen TV. They got the long strips with well, if you take one apart, you'll find this. My other hobby is electronics, so I try to merge the two. You got a sand, that's an LED. It's one of the things that makes your TV work, and it makes it actually a really nice work light. But I take those and I do the same thing. Put them in a duckbill, round the corners off, Gorilla glue them together. You end up with that. I don't know. This is for Reddit because a lot of people on there are showing off at how good they are at making pics, and they make beautiful pics. I really want one, and I'm jealous. But I want to do this as kind of a side piece to that, and addendum, a hillbilly style beautiful pic, which they usually turn out ugly. Anyway, love you guys. Be good. I'll see you tomorrow.